What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are back with another metal music type video. And today we are doing my top 10 favorite thrash metal songs. And if you read the title, I put no Metallica. So there's not a single Metallica song on here. But if I was to actually do my true thrash metal tier list, like my true thrash metal top 10 favorite thrash metal songs, half the list would probably be Metallica. So we're not going to be including Metallica on this list. These are all totally different bands, because you're probably all tired of hearing me talk about the same band. This is my top 10 favorite thrash metal songs. Starting from 10, we're going to go all the way to number 1. So starting from 10, we have, and this one is kind of, I'd say it's thrash metal. Some might say it's death thrash, but Human Dissection by Demolition Hammer. One of my most played songs on Spotify. One of my most played songs that I listen to, and this song is just it's insane. By the way, if you're a fan of thrash metal and you haven't heard of any of these songs, I definitely recommend checking them out, because if you like thrash metal, you will like these songs. And if you like metal in general, you probably will like these songs. These are really good songs. But yeah, Human Dissection by Demolition Hammer is a very good song. Actually, every song on that album, I think the album is called Skull Fracturing Nightmare, but I could be wrong. But every song on that album is straight up just a banger. Video cut out, but basically, what I'm trying to say is, number 10, Human Dissection. It's extremely thrashy. All these songs are pretty thrashy, but what definitely stands out about this song is the drumming. It is extremely fast. The double bass sounds like machine guns. The vocals are cool too. Even though I think I said this in a video before, I'm not really a fan of like the growling vocals. I like clean vocals, but it's just so good. It's good. And they're not, the vocals aren't that dirty. The vocals are like clean but dirty. I like that. So yeah, Human Dissection, I'm gonna put that at number 10. Number 9, we have Thrasher by Evil, or Evil, however you pronounce them. I say Evil. And this is one of the more newer popular thrash metal songs. And when I mean newer, I mean like this song came out like 10 years ago. But it's part of the new wave of thrash metal, and it's just a banger. It's just a good song. That entire album actually is really good. So, and the song is literally called Thrasher, so it's pretty good. It literally has everything, every element of a thrash metal song in a song. Obviously, it's called Thrasher. Number 8, to no one's surprise, of course, this is gonna be on the list. Angel of Death by Slayer. Video cut out again. This is actually kind of irritating me. Back to what I was saying, Angel of Death by Slayer. Some people might pick Raining Blood, but I like Angel of Death more. So, Angel of Death, number 8. Number 7, Holy Wars by Megadeth. It's just a really good song. My favorite Megadeth song, actually. Once again, that entire album is full of good songs. I love the solos, especially the last solo at the end of the song. Probably one of the best solos I've ever heard in music. So yeah, Holy Wars at number 7. I'm not really talking about how thrashy the songs are, but if this is my top 10 thrashiest metal songs, you know these songs are pretty thrashy, especially Angel of Death. Holy Wars 2 is also a thrashy song. I wonder how many times I'm going to say thrashy or thrash in this video. Number 6, we have Caught in a Mosh by Anthrax. I think this might be Anthrax's most thrash metal song. I think it might be their fastest one, and it's just such, like, The song is called an Mosh, and this is a mosh pit song for sure. So Anthrax, Caught in a Mosh, definitely number 6. Number 5, I have Elimination by Overkill. Now compared to the songs below it, this song isn't that thrashy. Like Holy Wars, Angel of Death, Thrasher, Human Dissection, Caught in a Mosh are more thrashier than Elimination by Overkill. But Overkill is still a thrashy song, obviously. But I really like the way the song plays out. And the vocals at first were a little bit silly to me. Like he sounded a little bit too pitchy. But it grew on me. And yeah, it's one of my most played thrash songs. Overkill. Elimination. Number 4, we have I Am Immortal by Mortal Sin. And this song over the past 4 weeks has been on my top 10 most played songs. Same with Elimination. They have been on my top 10 most played songs in the past 4 weeks. I Am Immortal is so catchy. And I love the instruments. It's thrashy. And yeah, I like it. And it's kind of like an underrated band too. You would expect like all the big names to be on here, but there you go. We got I Am Immortal by Mortal Sin, so that's cool. Number 3, so this is my top 3. This is like my top 3 favorite thrash metal songs. Like I love these songs just as much as I love Metallica, basically. Number 3, we have Violent Revolution by Creator. And when I say that entire album is a masterpiece, I'm not lying, okay? So Violent Revolution from the album Violent Revolution. This song right here, man, is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's just something about it, man. Like the way the song it's melodic, basically. I don't know why melodic metal always gets hate, but it's like, oh, I just love the melodic stuff, dude. I love it so much. And that entire album has so many melodic elements in it, mixed in with thrash metal. And then the vocals, too, I love the vocals. They're not clean vocals. They're like a mixture of dirty and clean vocals. And I just love how the song isn't just like one thing throughout the entire song. I like how it kind of like switches up a little bit and sounds different in a couple parts. And the solos, and like it's packed with emotion, especially towards the end of the song. The harmonies, yeah, man. The Violent Revolution. If you're a fan of metal or thrash metal or any type of metal, you need to listen to Violent Revolution. And same with these next 2 songs that I'm gonna name. Number 2, we have And Then There Were None by Exodus. I forgot the name for a second. So Exodus making it in top 2 is actually kind of surprising, because Exodus is like pretty low compared to all the other thrash metal bands, in my opinion. Like if I was to do a tier list of thrash metal bands, I'd probably put Exodus low, like at a really low tier. But I don't want to call Exodus a one-hit wonder, but this is like the only song I seem to enjoy by Exodus. And this song is just awesome. This song is awesome. I love the intro. Half the song is them playing thrash stuff, and the other half is just straight up solos, instrumental, headbanging, moshing. That song, it not only that, it's really groovy. I think the thing I don't like about Exodus, which is the reason why I don't like any of their songs except this song, is the vocals. I think it's kind of hard to understand him. I don't know what kind of effect or filter they put on his voice, but it kind of makes it hard to hear him, and it kind of just sounds like they're trying to hide the fact that he can't sing. Now, I'm not trying to say that the vocalist of Exodus back in the 80s or whenever this, whatever, I know this came out in the 80s, but I'm not trying to say that he can't sing, but they're kind of putting too much effects on his voice, which makes me think, can the guy sing? But I think the voice sounds great in this song in particular. So yeah, number 2, And Then There Were None by Exodus, in my number 2 favorite thrash metal songs. And then number 1, okay, I love this song just as much as I love Dyer's Eve, which is my favorite Metallica song. And if you have never heard this song before, you need to do your ears a favor and just listen to this masterpiece of not just metal, but thrash metal. And that song is Arise by Sepultura. This song is just one of the most... I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's the thrashiest song I've ever heard. It is so fast. Like, sometimes I sit there and try to air drum the song. You have to have an extreme amount of endurance, timing, precision. Bro, this song is something. Okay? The intro gets you hype. Because, it's like, you're hearing, like, I don't even know what it is, but, like, it's like a 10-second intro of just, like a noise. And out of nowhere, it just, bam, right into thrash. And it just goes on for, like, 3 minutes, however long the song is. The drumming is, like, because y'all know, like, I'm a drummer, right? So I always pay attention more to the drums. This drumming is just insane, dude. Like, you gotta listen to it. And, like, I know people can be like, oh, you think that's crazy? How about you listen to I don't know, some obscure death metal genre? But look, coming from a mainly thrash metal listener, the drumming on this song is just crazy to me. But yeah, the instruments are great. The riffs are just so ripping. And then the vocals too. The vocals are just nice. The vocals are just the cherry on top. I love Arise. I love it. I love it. I love Arise, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm trying to say is I love this song. So that's basically it for my list of my top 10 thrashiest, my top 10 favorite thrash metal songs. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Because, I'm always making Metallica videos, so maybe now your perspective, like, oh, he's just a little Metallica kid. Nope. I also listen to a lot of other bands and a lot of other songs. Yeah. And before I end the video, what's kind of funny to me is that some of these bands I tried getting into and I just couldn't get into it. I tried getting into Exodus. Like, I really wanted to get into Exodus, but because of the vocals, didn't like it. And because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm probably gonna upset a lot of Exodus fans. Maybe they just don't care. But not only do I think the vocals aren't that good, I think the songs are kind of boring. So I didn't really get into them. Another band, Creator, dude, Violent Revolution blew my mind away. So I'm like, okay, if this album really just left me speechless, I need to get into this band. I tried. It didn't happen. I couldn't get into it. So I just like that whole album, though. I love that whole album. You know what? Like, soon I'm gonna get that album in the CD or in the vinyl. So yeah, I would have loved to make Creator one of my favorite bands, but didn't work out. Another band, Anthrax. I tried getting into Anthrax. Didn't work out. But I did like a lot of their songs. I just didn't really pull the trigger on, my top favorite bands. And then the final band on this list that I tried getting into was Evil. And I only liked the album from that song, and another album which everybody says he sounds like James Hetfield, which he does. this, like, the vocalist for Evil, towards, like, later in their career, like, one of their latest albums, he sounds exactly like James Hetfield. I was like, bro, am I listening to James Hetfield's, like, second band? Yeah, it sucks that I tried getting into all these bands and I couldn't, so none of them got added to my favorite bands. And if you're wondering what my favorite bands are, that is Metallica, Misfits, Megadeth, and System of a Down. So that's like my top 4. And I kind of only want to have 4 favorite bands. And then, like, all the other bands I'll just put into one playlist. But I have a playlist for those 4 bands alone. Oh yeah, I didn't even let you guys know that I got into Megadeth. I made a video a while back where I was basically talking crap about Megadeth. I was like, I think Megadeth sucks, but I'm gonna give it a chance, and I'm gonna listen to their music. And, well, it happened, and by the end of it, I liked a lot of their songs. So maybe you could expect some Megadeth content, Megadeth videos coming out soon, because I'm officially a Megadeth fan. So you know what that means. I'm gonna have to buy all their albums and buy some shirts. That's gonna be fun though, because I have, I have all of Metallica's albums in the CD format. So if I get all of Megadeth's albums in the CD format, I can make a video comparing the albums, like Metallica's first album, Megadeth's first album, which one's better? Their second album, which one's better? Third album, which one's better? That's a fun video. I'm definitely going to do that when I get all of Megadeth's CDs, which probably won't be in a while, because I have way more other things that are way more important that I got to buy, besides Megadeth CDs. So, who knows? But that's basically it for the video of my top 10 thrashiest, one of my top 10 favorite thrash metal songs that aren't Metallica. I'm just saying, if this list was, if I was including Metallica in here, I think 8 of the songs would have been Metallica, and the other 2 would have been Violent Revolution and Arise. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, expect some gameplay. Like I said, I make a video. I got a screen recorder. Well, I've had this for a year, like over almost 2 years now. A screen recorder. This allows me to record videos on my Switch, my PS3, any console that doesn't have screen recording, like my PS4. So expect some Legend of Zelda content coming out, Tears of the Kingdom, a bunch of other Nintendo games, PS3 games. Gaming is coming back on the channel. Because I just uploaded a video about Zelda, and it got over 130 views, which is very surprising to me. So, gaming is going to come out. That's all going to happen. I'll see you guys in the next video.